Yes, guys, big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. We are nearly 24 hours away from the Champions League final. Biggest game of the season, biggest game of the last 9 years. And yo, the nerves are really starting to settle in. I don't know if it's just me. You lot let me know how worried you guys are or how excited you guys are for the Champions League final as well. It's an all English final. I know recent history in all English finals isn't really all that great, but history and streaks are there to be broken. So hopefully we can do the same thing here and become 2 times champions of Europe. I got Joe, Fata, and Wayne with me as always. Big up all you guys. First off, Joe, how are you feeling going into the Champions League final, my guy?
To be fair, this is probably, I mean, last couple of times we were there, I was so young. I definitely feel this a lot more sort of passion-wise, just because I understand the stakes of it and all of that sort of stuff. But as a game, as a singular thing, I'm pretty nervous, to be fair. I know we had quite a good run since TT's come in. We've had a good run against City, but this is a whole different kettle of fish. This is a game that's going to be 90 minutes or 120 minutes, or like we saw in the Europa. But it's going to be tense, and I don't really know. I've got no idea. Your guess is as good as mine what their starting 11 is going to be. I've got a good idea of what I would like, but I know there's going to be a few upsets, whatever starting 11 goes out for our fan base. But I'm pretty excited. I'm just excited for the whole day in general. It's going to be an exciting day. It's going to be heart-wrenching if we lose, but the build-up, it's one of the reasons we're all Chelsea fans, to be fair. The build-up's part of it, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it until I get upset if we do eventually get upset.
Yeah, man. How has your mates also been thinking about it too? Because as a group, I can understand there'd be a bunch of various feelings for it as well.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty lucky in the sense that I've got a whole group of Chelsea fans plus the odd Spurs fan. So 95% of us are all looking forward to it. All a little bit nervous. We all tend to relatively agree on who the defense is. I get a bit of stick for my Chilwell love, but other than that, everybody's sort of going. So all the gears are working in motion really when we're talking about it. We know. I think we know what we got to do. We got to. We know we don't know what City are going to be like, but we know as a team how they play, what they're like. We've found the gaps, so why not do it again? Yeah, we're all nervous, all excited. A few of us are going to be more gutted than some because people like myself, we follow it a little bit more religiously than some do. But we're all going to be disappointed if we lose, and we're all going to be ecstatic if we win. So here's hoping.
Same as well. I hope for that too. Fata, have you heard anything from your client today, bro?
Nah, he's in the training session mode. He's in the serious mode ever, and with the games coming up in more than 24 hours time. I mean, my client said it like if I score today, it will cause a lot of fireworks within our fan base, and the fact that most of our fan base, yeah, as a lawyer, I've seen most of our fan base have been criticizing a lot about Timo Werner, where he has been inconsistent this season. I understand that he needs to put chance and all that, but if you look at the contribution, the statistics speaks for itself. I mean, the guy's got the mentality like above 100%, and I would like to see him just to shut the haters up, shut the other critics that have been criticizing for a long time. And yeah, man, I'm calm for the Champions League in general, and basically just doing some mental work, some meditation, and all that, just preparation for this game, innit?
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the comments as well. Apparently, Gundogan has come down injured in training, which is going to be a massive blow to Manchester City going into the final. Obviously, their depth is still strong enough that it isn't going to be completely game changing, but it's been one of their key players for the season. And the fact that he isn't going to be fit for the Champions League final, that will still be a bit of a knock to the side.
I agree. And don't forget, if you want to talk about Gundogan, yeah, I think also for me, De Bruyne also remains the most influential player in the Manchester City lineup, though. And in sorry, in their point of view, I think he also will be the key for City's performance in the final third of the pitch, and it will be it will be N'Golo Kante that will have to shoulder the responsibility of keeping De Bruyne in check.
Mm. Yeah, keeping De Bruyne and Phil Foden quiet, I think, is going to be the biggest test for us in this game too. We already know who's going to start in the back. No, not even in the back three. I think the midfield is where everything seems the most concrete. We already know Jorginho and Kante are going to be starting in the midfield. It's about more the back three and the front three. Everyone's been gunning for Timo Werner, and I've seen that you've been saying the same thing as well, Fata. But the maddest thing going into this game is I think a lot of us actually want Timo Werner to start as well in this sort of match, and I feel like it suits him as well.
Just because they're playing a high line, I mean, if you look at the way that Man City play, they like to press up high. So we need to rely on Timo Werner that could exploit Manchester City defense because he's got pace in his pocket and it can cause so much trouble in that left hand side. And we left the Man City defenders hanging above the dry, man. And I just hope he just score tomorrow. And I've spoken to him earlier, a couple hours after your stream earlier. I mean, the guy's got the guys like really want to score for the Champions League final. Like, this is the game that he breeds on, he borns with. This is the nights that he lives on. And as a fans, I think we could, we just have to turn up. That's the thing, man. It's just like, this is the game that you would like to win. If he does win it, 2-time European champions incoming, and no other London team that would like anything to say about Chelsea, really.
I hear that. Before we go any further, we do want to go to our sponsors for a quick message.
Yes, guys, this video is sponsored by OneFootball. Check it out. The link is down in the description below. OneFootball is the most reliable app you can have for all footballing news regarding any team in Europe, be it club football, be it international football. The one place you can go for the most reliable football news is the OneFootball app. So, guys, check it out. The link is down in the description below. Check out all sorts of news regarding your favourite club. Check out the Transfer Indicator app on OneFootball to check out the reliability of it. But check out the OneFootball app, the most reliable app for your footballing news. It's down in the description below. Check it out, guys.
Yes, guys, check out the very reliable OneFootball app. The link is down in the description below for all your most reliable football news. It is down in the description below. Have a look, guys. Wayne, what's your thoughts of the Champions League final, my bro? We're also going to open the lines up to you guys if you want to get involved. I'm going to drop the link in the chat in a few minutes.
Well, for me, I've said it's numerous occasions now. It's memories. I keep saying it reminds me of 2012 too much. But the management sacking halfway through the season, through playing Atletico Madrid was similar to Napoli's game where everyone thought we had no chance and we got through. Playing Barcelona semis and we played Real Madrid to the point, you know what I mean? It's just too much singles with Werner scoring in as well. And it was Torres scored in the semi-finals to get us through, and Werner did exactly the same thing. To me, it's just too much. It's written in the stars. We're gonna win. It's full stop. There's no ifs. There's no buts. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the whole team lift the trophy with like AC and and Chile and Timo, all the crowds all lifting that trophy, and you be there celebrating it, living it all up.
It'll be one of the greatest nights of my life if that happens.
But let's I'm not going to sit here and say it's a done deal. I'm just saying that for me, it's just, even though we've struggled with front of goal and all that, I just can't see us not, with all what's been going on, similar to 2012, can't see us not winning. I really do think this is ours tomorrow because we're the underdogs, like we was in 2012 final. No one gives us a written sense that we're going to win because they're saying how's Pep going to lose 3 times in a row and all that. Do you mean it's just this game for me is definitely we're winning this and there's no ifs and buts about it. But The one thing is, and I've been joking about saying it, but if you're hearing me now, Tuchel, right? Do not let Alonso near the field. Do not let Zuma near the field. And please, please, please play Reece James right wing back and not Aspie and put Aspie back in defence.
You
Please.
prefer Aspie at right back compared to right wing back?
I prefer him at
Oh,
centre
yes,
back
we got the
than
City
right.
fan back in again. Love to see it.
I prefer to see it because look, we need experience in that back line because don't get me wrong, I understand the situation why he's been playing there, but this game we're going to need experience on our side because Man City are going to go all guns blazing at us. They're not going to hold back with the front line they've got. We can't have any mistakes. Unfortunately, James has been on the ball. Unfortunately, he's made mistakes in the back line.
He looks
And
different,
that's the
man.
problem. Mm-hmm.
He looks
I
very
kind of
different.
hear what you're saying, but I still think we need more defensive solidity in this sort of match. That's why I'd rather go for Aspie. But I still hear what you're saying regardless anyway. Yes, Abdullah, what's your thoughts from a Manchester City perspective? I want to hear what you're saying, bro.
Right now, I've just watched the video. I think Gundogan, it looks precautionary, but the way he landed, I don't know. He's not limping, but right now I have zero confidence. Right now, literally, I have zero confidence, and I'm telling you right now, congratulations on winning the Champions League. No voodoo, no reverse psychology whatsoever. Honestly, I have no confidence. The moment you score, I'm turning off the television. I literally have zero confidence right now. Honestly, I couldn't. It's just made my mental health worse, to be honest. So I don't know. Hopefully he's all right, but yeah, I got no confidence, to be honest. If we play striker, no, I don't want a striker playing, whether it's Ferran Torres or Aguero. I don't know. Striking system. I don't want no striker starting. I want the false nine system.
How much of a knock is it going to be if Gundogan is out for the game?
I don't know. He's such an injury-prone player. I don't know who we're going to play there, to be honest. I don't want Rodri. I honestly don't want Rodri playing because you might as well just give you the Champions League. You might as well forfeit, to be honest.
Is he that bad?
I don't know. I don't know. Considering his injury record, and I don't know. I don't get it. You can see on Twitter. It's all over Twitter, to be honest. Right, just Gundogan and then it'll pop up. I'm kind of frustrated right now.
You know, if he is injured and he doesn't play, do you think that changes the way you're going to play, or do you think it stays the same?
I think it does because it's going to probably be like probably a double pivot. It's probably going to be Rodri.
Probably comes in now.
Rodri. I can't stand Rodri. I really don't. He can't.
Do you not rate him, no?
I don't rate him. Honestly, I don't. We need a CDM. We need a CDM in the summer. We need a CDM. He's backup at best. He's not good.
He's good, you know.
No, honestly, the past couple of games, all he does is slip up. He nearly cost us the PSG game, to be honest.
Did
he? Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I don't hate the guy. It's just I don't trust him. I really don't.
I saw a thing saying that Guardiola might go to try match us again.
Say that again, sorry?
I saw that a thing saying that Guardiola might try match the way that we're going to play, like a 3 at the back with 2 wing backs. But I doubt he'll do that.
We'll play the false nine system. We'll still stick to. It'll be a 4-3-3, whether false nine or not. I don't know. After seeing that injury, hopefully to give him injections whatsoever. See how it goes, but yeah. It's giving me less confidence. I never had confidence in the first place. I know you've got to have faith in your team. I'm just a pessimist in general. So, yeah.
It's mad. Both of us
That surprises me that a City fan's not confident, man. Because
I'm not confident. I'm not an arrogant individual. I'm telling you, I'm not an
same.
arrogant individual. I'm not an arrogant individual. I never expected us to win the league this season. I honestly didn't. So, yeah, to be honest.
Have to back yourself. Have to back your team, though.
I'll still support them at the end of the day, but it's just my. I think it's just general pessimism. You know, like Lewis knows with Yannicka, every time she predicts, she always feels like she's against the team. I think that's most City fans, to be honest. We're not used to the type of success, even though. So.
To be fair, I feel like on YouTube and Twitter and stuff, I think you've got to act like that so you don't just come and get peppered if you lose. Like,
Yeah.
if you come in too confident and you lose, it's just peak for the next 2-3
Well,
hours.
hopefully, like fans, I think we have no offense. I know we know fans, but we've managed to sell out most of, if not all, our allocations. So hopefully that should push them on. To be honest. Hopefully,
Do you think that Chelsea still have an advantage, though, being its third final and it's City's first?
not? The only. So I'll tell you. I'll give you a balance. If I can explain. You on one side you have the mental edge. You've beaten us twice. I see that. On the other side, you haven't played not to sound arrogant whatsoever. I'm just saying. On the other side, you can counter that by saying you haven't played Mahrez or like all 90 our best players or our best formation and best 11. And we've played the striking system. I don't trust it. We don't have a clinical striker. You could say Ferran Torres, but that's only against a smaller team, to be honest. Against the smaller teams, so. And like, I don't think our best defense. I don't think you've played against Stones this season, have you?
Oh my God!
I don't think we have. No.
No, we don't. We don't have.
Was it Ake
And,
and Diaz when we last played?
Ake. I think it was Ake and Laporte. Ake and Laporte.
At home?
Ake.
We did it at home, no?
Okay.
I think it's Ake and Laporte.
Yeah, it was at their ground.
Yeah, it was Ake and I think it was Ake and Laporte
No.
and Mendy.
Oh no, you're talking about at the bridge.
At home, I think.
I honestly can't remember. But
we might have it stuck in here.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I've got literally the worst memory. I can't remember.
Where are we? Line up Chelsea.
I just seen a thing on Twitter saying Ederson took 11 penalties during Man City's training, scoring different types. Strong place in the left, right, waiting for the.
Yes,
he didn't play in the last game we had.
Stefan won't play. Mendy won't play. Rodri, if Gundogan's fit, then Rodri won't play. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Sterling won't play. He can't finish. Finish.
Stones is at the 3-1.
Stones at the 3-1. Yeah, the 3-1 win. Yeah. So
yeah, that was the last time we played as well.
you wanted Stones, didn't you guys? Like you were
for
close to get
a little bit, but they never really materialized into anything. I don't think even a bid was placed.
You had Mourinho, didn't you, at the time?
Mourinho.
Mourinho or not?
No.
Mourinho.
Oh, you're talking about 2015. Okay,
Yeah, when
no.
you were like, it was like it sounded so close because I was watching like your guys' transfer windows at the time, and I think it was close, but then it never.
They never. I think our first bid was so insulting that Martinez just didn't want to accept anything from us at that point.
Lewis, you always put stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
Go on to CFC Daily and look at Tuchel on the balcony at the hotel.
And look at who? Tuchel on the balcony.
Yeah, CFC Daily's Twitter.
Yeah, CFC Daily. Yeah, I think he was meant about the. I think he tried to coaching.
He's going mental.
Right, one sec.
Genuine question, like to City fans. Why don't you before the start of the season, like I was kind of surprised, like the way
I tell you this. With the form and with the form that we were in at the beginning of the season, I generally believed that we wouldn't make top 4.
Oh no, he's playing to the camera. Lol.
Yeah.
In the form that we were in at the beginning of the season, I generally thought we would.
This guy's hilarious.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I generally believed we wouldn't have made top 4 because of the form at the beginning of the season. We were in like such in poor form, and nothing was clicking. With the whole Leicester loss, the 5-2, I generally thought we would finish outside the top 4.
At that point, you because
I never had any hope. I never had any hope. I thought we would just probably get 5th and no trophy, at best 5th and Carabao Cup.
I'm kind of surprised the way that you guys, because I would think like if Pep Guardiola, because Pep Guardiola has won everything since he came to England.
This is the thing.
This is the thing. Yeah, if Pep doesn't win Champions League with Man City, I think some of your players could go out as well.
I don't think so. They owe Pep a lot. Things that have never been. I'm not trying to sound arrogant. Things that people say do back to. People told us he has to win the Premier League. He won it. Do back to back. He's won it. He done Centurions. He got 98 points the following season. He done a domestic treble, which Sir Alex Ferguson, I quote, said it was physically impossible. That could never been done. What more do you want? Carabao Cups, one after the other. What more? I don't understand. He's won every single domestic trophy just because he hasn't won the Champions League. I don't think it really matters. It's not really much of a big deal to me. He won the Premier League third time. It's not the end of the world. I would love for us to win it. If we're not going to win it, we'll probably win it some other time with a different manager. It's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say Pep out if we lose the Champions League final. You can't just turn on him after he's done so much for us.
I think you guys be more nervous than us, genuinely, because this is your first Champions League final, and also
that's what Pep said as well.
But perhaps the thing is about Pep, Pep has been in this situation about 10 years ago, ever since that he won that Champions League against Man United. Since then, Pep's gradually going downward somehow. After managing Barcelona, then Bayern Munich, and eventually
it was it was individual mistakes. The past few times that we've dropped out of the Champions League. Our poor defense against Liverpool, Laporte cost us against Spurs, Sterling on multiple occasions. So I think hopefully this is the time. If it's not this time, then it's not the end of the world. We've got another 2 seasons under him, to be honest. And if not under him, a different manager. Because I trust the structure. I
genuinely Man City does need to win this Champions League, and
the whole narrative. The media will probably call him but at the end of the day, we are just fans. At the end of the day, I think the only his opinion matters. Him and his players matter. I don't think he actually cares about other people's opinions. Not to try to sound rude, I think he doesn't let other people affect him. To be honest.
Apparently,
what were you saying, Kieran?
Apparently, Gundogan walked off perfectly off the pitch. People are saying,
thank God no one else has walked off injured.
Thank God. I want your best 11 versus our best 11 and see how it goes.
So do I, because we haven't had that in either of the last 2 games. I don't even count the first match when we lost 3-1 because there's hefty Lampard tax on that.
To be honest, like I said in the previous stream, no offense, I don't rate Werner, and I think he could cost you the game if he plays. Maybe if he had full confidence and he was great in form, then I would say I'm scared of him. I'm not really. It could bite me. It could bite me back. But I think he's the German Gabriel Jesus, born offside. If you play Kai, and I don't know why people are slating Pulisic. I think he's dangerous. So
he's better off the bench.
You said Pulisic, You think it's about Pulisic? Pulisic has been liability this season. Ever since that he got that injury, he has been liability.
He played really good against Real Madrid. I watched that Real Madrid game. He played really good.
Yeah, but he was coming from the bench though. He's more of an impact player than a starter, in my point of view.
What would your front 3 be tomorrow, all of you, in your opinion?
Werner, Havertz, Mount.
Yeah, that's mine as well.
A lot of people are talking about whether Pulisic should start or not, and for me, I prefer him as a bench option to come on for around the 65th minute and to put some energy into the attack. But people still want to see him start, so I wanted to get what you guys' thoughts were on that as well.
Will Mount play right wing?
Yeah.
No.
Right wing. Okay.
Right.
See, for me, it'd be Alonso up front, but I'm on my nose. No, no. On a serious note, it's got to be our best front three, and if we're going to do that, Havertz is going to be a false nine because at the moment he's been our best option there. You got Werner's, you can't drop him at the moment, no matter what we say, because he does bring more to the game than goals. And with Mount as well, he's undroppable at the moment. He's proven that all season long. I know you're going to sit and say Foden's better, but Mount for me is pushing Foden big time to be a better player, and we've got to. It can't be anything else than that. Pulisic has not been playing well enough. Like I said, he can come off substitution, maybe, but he ain't playing well
He's
enough.
been your
CH
consistent
ain't playing
player.
well enough.
He's been your most consistent player, to be honest.
And easily one of the most versatile. Easy.
Fair enough.
Well, what about Ziyech?
He's not on form.
I don't know. I think like him and Timo we saw against Man City. I know it wasn't their full strength, but in the semi-final of the FA Cup, they played well enough together as well. Like they have a good like connection.
Yeah, and he also has quite a good he's got quite a good sort of run of form against Manchester City. But this is going to be a completely different kettle of fish.
Ziyech with fans, different player.
What was that? Sorry.
Ziyech with fans, different player maybe.
Yeah, and hopefully he gets an opportunity to prove whether he is or not. But I think if you go with the front three that most of us agree on at the minute, especially if you're going, City's defence are going to come out in full force as well. So the likes of Stones, Diaz, Walker, Zinchenko, who I think's a really good player this season, Zinchenko, or Cancelo or Walker, either one. It sort of depends how Pep wants to set up the game. But I think the front three, if it's Werner, Mount, and Havertz, I think we've got a really good chance. But I do understand why people would think Ziyech rather than Mount. But I personally think Mount is undroppable and too much of a big game player.
I'll be shocked if Tuchel dropped Mason Mount at this point.
No, that will never happen. He's a player of the season.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like him, we've seen that him in the pivot doesn't work.
Just to rattle Johnny, innit?
If you imagine Johnny sees the starting 11,
he'd be fuming. If we lost, he'd be doing like Tuchel tax again and shit.
Is he going to the game?
Nah, he was going to, but he couldn't make the flights.
But I think Kai's used this more like saw against Arsenal. I know it wasn't just Arsenal he's played, but when he plays in a low block, I think he disappears. Like after what that one chance he had, he just disappeared in that game completely.
That's because we haven't got that clinical in our pocket. That's the problem against a low block teams, like against Arsenal. I think we wasted so much chances that it should have been. It's been story of our season that where we haven't been that clinical in our final third. We still lacking that chemistry in that final third, and unfortunately enough, Jorginho was also our lowest top scorer since 1975. So at the moment, our attacking hasn't been lived up to expectation, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if Pep Guardiola going to do back four. So
it will be a back four, definitely. He won't overthink it this time. I just have a feeling he won't overthink it this time, unless there's injuries. Then he'll. But I don't think he'll overthink it.
Yeah.
Are you tuning into
that could work in our favour if it's a back four, because there'll be even more gaps. When you think the likes of Zinchenko and Cancelo or Walker, how much they love to get forward. I know they're disciplined enough to not go up when not necessary, but there's going to be gaps in those wings for certain.
Of course, the teams always give gaps. It's impossible to not give space. There will always be space wherever your opponent is, whether it's the best team in the world or the worst team in the world. Regardless,
if this goes to penalties, and we've made our possibly 6 subs, who would you say takes penalties? I know it's tough to decide because of the subs, but You say Mason Mount probably still be on the pitch, would he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reece?
I would put Mason Mount if he starts probably on the right.
Aspilicueta, I think.
Yeah, Aspie will probably play the full game.
I'd take one.
Aspie for me at right wing back.
Yeah, if you're going to start
Is
Aspie
it?
at third right wing back, yeah.
I nearly
That's
put
the
Frenchie at my
issue.
wing back.
That's the conundrum in it, because Reece James is good going forward, but I would think Reece James more preferable play as a right centre back than Aspie.
Yeah, same. I think next season.
Yeah.
If you look at Aspie's form lately as a right wing back, it's been good apart from Aston Villa, but I don't think it's cost us many games lately. So it's a tough one, but I will stick with him. But I can't like whatever happens to that Tuchel going to put up tomorrow. It's going to be a conundrum, and it's going to be upsetting for some of us, unfortunately.
If it goes to pens, Werner's taken the 5th one, and they're going to call it offside anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Mate.
Well, are we?
Only you, Joe. Only you.
Well, are we?
Mate, he'll somehow be offside. I don't know how to do it.
You know what? If this goes like to like 4-3, if they miss one and Werner had the chance the last one, if he takes it and score, oh my days, it's going
To be
to
fair, I quite like. I like his. I know he only got a couple of chances, but I like his method of penalties, which is just the classic: run it and smack it. Like that's what you got. That's what you can't be too smart with penalties, man. Like look at the penalty shootout we saw on the other day. Literally 11-10. There was a couple of placements, but the rest of them they were just twatting it.
Rully's penalty.
Yeah.
He's a former.
It.
Did you guys know he's a former City player? We bought him and then yeah. I was quite surprised.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he one of your sub goalkeepers?
I think we bought him, and then we loaned him out with an option to buy. Yeah, just for profit. We bought him and sold it for profit. Yeah.
If I'm in Chelsea position, yeah, like Manchester United did, I don't want to go like stretch the game out till the penalties.
No, I don't think. I think it will be done either. It won't reach penalties. I just have a feeling it won't reach penalties. It really won't.
Every time it's been final Chelsea got has been penalties. No one thought we could get penalties.
Maybe this one will be an exception. Maybe this one will be an exception.
We hope so. 3rd time's a charm. What do you guys think of? Like people are giving Georgie some stick for the last couple of games. Like, would you think Kante cover, or are you still going? Is it because Lewis? You said that
Kante cover.
I can't lie. Last game coverage was a bit rusty though. Last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought he was one of the poor.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of slate lately. Kovacic. I thought he's one of your best. I thought he was. Bar Kante, he's your best midfielder, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with Kovacic, he's been out with that hamstring injury, and we just started him last week in Aston Villa. It wasn't a good time because he was so rusty when he played for the full 90 minutes, and all of a sudden, people blaming Jorginho for the
he's just a scapegoat.
Performances last week. I don't think it wasn't mainly his fault. It was more the fact that the whole team doesn't turn up.
Yeah, because I'm sticking with J5 and Kante purely because of the form that we saw cover in the last couple of games.
Yeah, but I agree with you. But the problem I've got is, fortunately, at the moment, I said this on the stream yesterday. Jorginho's last month has been terrible, and that worries me. He's making so many silly mistakes, and if he makes a silly mistake in his final, it could cost us. But I would stick with Jorginho because we haven't got anything else there at the moment. But what I was going to quickly say as well, and I'm going to put a thought in Lewis's head because I just like to do that. You know, I like to get him all really ready for the game. Could you imagine Christensen coming up on the 88th minute, doing a Didier Drogba, scoring the winning goal on his first goal he's ever scored on the Champions League final to win us the Champions League? Come on, Lewis. What's your reaction be?
Bro, I don't even know what I would be doing on the vlog. I can't even lie to you, man. It would be a madness. But that would be the greatest game of my life by a fucking mile. I will say that. I'd be coming back. The stream the next day would just be smoke. Plus, Jem's getting tagged in everything for his pooey agendas, as always.
I can't lie.
I'll put the link in the chat again. I want to get a few more people in there too. Kieran, I see you back in the chat.
I would love to see us, like, you know, at least to show us the mentality that when it matters the most. You look at last week and the Leicester game in the FA Cup final. Where's the mentality at, though? That's might have been, you know, the type of thing that's been missing this season. And we spoke about this multiple times in the stream about the intensity level from this team, the energy level, and that. I feel like if we lose this game, if we lose this Champions League final, everything gonna bite back on our ass just because we have spent a lot of money, but we haven't produced as much as we wanted to, and that's also a main crucial issue for us into next season, because whatever happens in the Euros, eventually the preseason, the players are gonna think back of what happened after the final. So I think this could be the chance that, like, where some of us gonna be in the team, like maybe like the likes of Giroud and that, and Timmy, and maybe some couple of players that hasn't been good enough. They had to step up for in the final though.
Bit off topic, but Wayne, have you heard anything about Lukaku?
Nothing over the last few days. There's probably still happening. I think Chelsea are fools if they let this one go.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been told it's near enough done. It's just they got to. The situation is where they've got to agree on is with fee, if there's going to be any players going opposite direction and money, or is it just money? They got to work out that fee, and then it's just basically Lukaku wants to come. He's really said that all he's waiting for is Conte. If he was going to commit to his future, he was staying, but he knew in his heart that he was going, so he wanted to come to Chelsea. He wants to finish the job that he started all them years ago and become our number one striker, and it's a Didier Drogba replacement. He's always wanted that. So it's near enough done. It's just little bits and pieces here and there. It probably won't be done till after Euros, but it's going to be done.
Affect us. If Guys, goes on to be leading goal scorer Euros, pricing raised by about 15 million.
I think regardless of the result on tomorrow, you will spend big. I think you've got a ruthless owner who will spend the money for you to challenge for the title next season. So I think it's you versus us definitely for next season. I'm not sure about Liverpool, depending on how because it's not easy for Van Dijk to come back from an ACL injury. So
I think
United.
We're a couple of players away from challenging.
I'm not worried about United.
Is it?
I'm not worried about United.
United got lucky this season to get second.
I know, but what if they want to sign Sancho?
No, you guys are getting Sancho. You've got a more competent. You guys have got more of a competent board than United. United will mess up that deal one way or another.
Yeah, you guys said that. Wow.
Yeah,
there's no way we're getting Sancho and Lukaku after spending about 200 million last year.
Yeah, no. Especially United's board, they've got to apologise to their fans somewhere or another. They've been calling for Sancho for years. I think they'll do everything they can to get him there.
To be honest, I prefer him to go to Chelsea than United. To be honest, I got more hate for United than I have for Chelsea. I haven't got an issue with Chelsea.
Yeah, I've seen United fans shamelessly saying that they're backing you guys in the final just because we were getting at them too much in the Europa League final. But this is just showing how much their stocks dropped over the last few years.
And then that sounds pathetic. I already think it's pathetic.
It's high-key pathetic. They're turning into Arsenal.
I think it's already pathetic that you're wishing another team to win. You should only worry about your own team and your own standards. I just think it's regardless pathetic.
Lewis, just wondering, are you finishing the stream for the press conference, or are you just carrying on?
Wait, what time is the press conference?
5:15.
5:05. We'll probably keep it going until an hour at least, and then we'll end it.
Yeah.
So maybe, or stop midway through because I know it starts at 5:15, but it don't really start at that time either.
Yeah, always late.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Yeah, I'm looking at Man City right now. The way that you guys play, we have to nullify the midfield. I can't lie. If we dominate your midfield, I think we're gonna have a much organized game than we used to. When we go on.
Sorry, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I'm only scared of Kante regarding your midfield. Jorginho, no, I'm not scared of him, and Kovacic, slightly, tiny bit scared of him. But the main threat is Kante. Other than that, then I'm not, and Mount, of course. So yeah, I'm not scared of any other midfielder in your team apart from. Not to sound arrogant, correct me if I'm wrong. It's just Kante's a world-class CDM / box-to-box midfielder. He will dominate regardless.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised you guys scared of Kante. Then. Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Kante's record in the Champions League has been a madness though this season. He's got like 4 man of the match awards in the knockouts.
Is Kante definitely playing?
He should be. He's definitely going to be playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Tuchel basically said on Monday he's going to play.
Yeah, I'd be very. I mean, he's also one of like Tuchel's he's one of his favourites. I'd be surprised if he wasn't in the starting 11. I'd be pretty angry if he wasn't as well. To be 100% honest.
I was just wondering because of the injury.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was mostly precautionary. I think Tuchel came out and even said Kante said he's fine. He just felt a little twang and didn't want to risk it. So hopefully that was true, and he's okay.
Let me see what you guys say in the comment section. Who's here after Timo scored I can't be asked for that one. If we start Pulisic, I'm telling you, Pulisic has turned into Van Dijk. He's always intercepting our attacks. And Jorginho, I won't even say anything. As a City fan, I want to know your perspective on Jorginho because before you lot got Rodri, you were all over him.
Yeah. Once I realized that when I heard that we missed out on him and his age, I was kind of glad because I never thought he's a CDM. So I'm kind of glad we got a slightly better CDM. But at the end of his passing, that's the only good thing is his passing, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I think we still need a CDM.
Passing and reading of the game, interceptions. I feel like he's a very underrated defender.
Who, Jorginho?
Yeah.
I thought he just does. I thought he's just a centre mid, not a very good defensive midfielder.
He's not really a defensive midfielder though. Sarri had him in his best as a regista, and he can play in DM, but it depends on the players that you have around him and the system too. You have to play a system that gets the best out of Jorginho. In order to do that, the attack has to flow through him. That's why when he has a bad game, the team looks so bad.
Yeah.
I know this is a bit relevant, but if you had to pick a combined XI between Chelsea and City, what would it be?
Oh, we're doing a combined 11. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for a combined 11.
Yeah, go on.
In goal, I like Mendy as well, but I do feel like Ederson might just sneak this one in. It's tighter than people give it credit for, but I still think for me, it would have to be Ederson on this one.
Yeah, I think.
I left back chill.
What formation are we going? We're just gonna
4-3-3.
Also, ability or form? That's the big question. Always the biggest one.
Form.
Oh. Could you argue Zinchenko? or not? You
Nah.
I think Chilwell's been good of late. I think he's been one of my
fair
best
enough.
players.
I'm not going to argue.
Chilwell's been underrated this season.
Who's been underrated this season?
Ben Chilwell.
Not from me, G.
I think he has.
Yeah, I love
No,
him.
Yeah, I
I'm
just wanted to
saying
say that
he's
to you, bro.
underrated based off he came in at a high fee and expecting to kick off. And he was the one that we all knew that was gonna, he wasn't gonna flop based off playing in the Premier League and everything already.
Yeah, fully. I liked him at Leicester, and I was genuinely gassed when we bought him. I thought like we were crying out for that type of player, especially on the left side. I think he's just sick.
Remember watching his goal against Watford as well. I was like, geez, we get him.
I think if we're going centre backs, I think I'd like to see Ruben Diaz and Thiago Silva play in the same team. I think that would be a brick wall.
They both speak Portuguese as well.
They speak the same
Can't
language.
lie.
Yeah, Portuguese.
I can't lie. I will put Ruben Diaz in the AC. I thought AC has been underrated this season.
Not in the back four.
Uh-oh. You've
We're
got
doing a
that
back
name.
four.
Ruben Diaz and AC.
Are we playing back four or back three?
It is Silva and Diaz.
Yeah, Silva.
Yeah. If we're in back four, yeah, I can't lie. Then
The thing is, if we're going to be
we ain't
honest,
even going to debate that. It's defo Silva and Diaz.
if we're going to be
Right back.
honest, there's not many Chelsea players are going to be in there.
Yeah,
They're going to
we have
have,
to be honest.
they're
There's
going
not
to
gonna be a lot
have
of Chelsea players.
Silva, probably Chilwell, Kante, Mount.
Timo?
Nah.
Where
Not
will
Timo.
you put
I would
Timo
put
in there
Timo.
when you're going to have
Left wing.
Foden and Kevin De Bruyne probably the front three?
I think you kind of have Timo if they play with the striker. But
I
like,
would
that's
Foden on the right.
I would put Chilwell on the left, then you can have De Bruyne, Mason Mount, and then I'll put Gundogan because I thought Gundogan has been one of the second best
What about
players.
Bernardo? I think he's
You can have Bernardo up front, right? Bernardo Silva.
No, I think for right, Mahrez.
Foden.
Mahrez.
Yeah, Riyad
Mahrez,
Mahrez. I think Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez.
Oh, yeah, Mahrez. It's a bit iffy though, 50-50.
Yeah, this is just making me feel a bit peaked. Like you lot have got mad attacking quality.
Timo or Mahrez?
Timo or Mahrez.
Yeah.
Timo's such a catch-22 because if you take away the part that we actually brought him in for finishing, he's actually not been a bad player for us this season. It's
12 goals
only
and 11 assists.
finishing has been shocking.
12 goals and 11 assists is not that bad for his first season.
That's the thing. But he came in with so much hype, it was like, we kind of packed ourselves.
Just because people look past him because of their misses.
Yeah, I see that.
I understand your concern in that he's been inconsistent. Yes, I do. I do find a bit sometimes, a bit. I wouldn't say annoying, but I'm scratching my head like, what on earth, like the position that he should play at, left forward. Sometimes when he plays as a left forward, he kind of makes me like thinking like, what on earth is he doing as a left forward? On the right forward, against a low block team, I do kind of understand that, but against a high line, I'm still scratching my head still. But regardless, with Timo Werner, what I do like about him is that the contribution and the elite mentality that he's got in his pocket. That every time he misses chances, like, I want having that go again, try numerous times until he scores. And that's the thing that we're gonna have to look out for Timo Werner's tomorrow's game as well, and how he's gonna be linking up with Kai Havertz up front as a false nine, and it's gonna be interesting to watch on a tactical basis. That if City gonna play defensive for the first 10 minutes, I won't be surprised if Guardiola gonna go to back four, but if Man City going to play hardline full of pressure, I think Werner and Havertz going to have a good game in terms of breaking up from the counter attack.
I think that Pep knows based off the last two games he can't play. He probably will, but if he plays a high line, he's taking a risk.
Yeah.
Who, Guardiola?
Yeah, if he plays a high line with Timo again, he knows that Timo will play. So if he plays a high line and Timo's there, I don't think he will play a high line.
He always plays a high line though. He always plays.
Abdallah, what are you saying? Do you guys not? Is it a thing that you guys normally play a high line, or have you seen games where you guys have dropped more deeper for 90 minutes
We've
too?
dropped more deep. We've dropped more
Man
deep.
United, remember Man United away?
Yeah, because if they have the capability of doing it, they will do it. And then that'll be a case where Timo Werner's kind of neutralized for the game as well. So I kind of expect that.
I'll be
We've
back in
let-
2 minutes. I'm just going to listen to Tuchel.
I think Pep has learnt from his from his 2 losses from the FA Cup semi-final and the game we recently met in a couple of weeks ago. So I think he's learnt his lesson. He's not going to make the same mistake third time in such a big occasion.
Maybe. Let's see what other comments we get in. Everyone's just arguing about Lukaku, to be honest. There are people saying they wouldn't take him because I understand if you're saying you'd want Harry Kane over him, but Harry Kane isn't coming to Chelsea. Levy wouldn't even sell as a virus, let alone sell as an actual player. So there is no chance that happens.
I understand why you guys, some of your fans, don't want him because his first touch. But if his first touch is gone, it's like as in like it's good now. Then why not? He's clinical. He's proved that at Man United, a team that's not dominant in the past couple of years.
At Everton, he proved it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, and Everton aren't to be sniffed at, especially in recent years. I think they're a good side.
I'll be honest. I don't rate Harry Kane as much as people do, even though we do need a striker. I just generally think he's just a stat padder. He just turns up against teams that are just below his level.
I think it's not stat padder. How's your stat padder, bro? He got like double digit goals in his system.
Yeah, I call him. My dad doesn't rate him, and I don't rate him, to be honest. My dad's 60 years old, and he likes Mohamed Salah, to be honest, and Sergio Mane, those type of players.
Yeah.
If you come to see, it's different. If you come to see,
I want longevity, to be honest. I want longevity. We're going to spend so much money on him. What, 150 million or 120 million just on him? It's not worth it. I'd rather spread that money all around, get myself a left back, a CDM, and a striker, a much more cheaper striker.
oh yeah, apparently Chelsea, they were linked with a Portuguese left back from the a Portuguese left back from the league. No man, his name's Gabriel something from the Portuguese league. He plays like Alphonso Davies, and he can play left wing back as well. He's good on the ball, and I think he goes for like 59 million, something like that.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes.
Yeah, him.
By the way, the press conference has started.
I will go live for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll jump off as well. But big up everyone who's locked in. We still got 150 of you guys here with us as well. Let us know your score predictions down in the comment section below. Hope you guys are also looking forward to the special Champions League final matchday vlog that will be out Sunday as well. What a weekend we have planned. I can't wait for it, but I'm also nervous as shit for this one too. This could either be one of the greatest nights of my life or just a perfect end to a terrible week. One or the other.
It is going to be a great night of your life. All right.
Lewis,
no,
are you
it's
going
on
live
part, so
again
it
tonight?
is. It is going to be a
live again
great night
tonight?
of your life.
I
Simple.
hope so. I really do.
Do you know what? If it isn't, you get the experience of a different country. That's on the positive aspect of it. But,
It's nice and sunny over there in Portugal. It's better than
man.
All it is here is pouring down rain, to be honest.
To the City fan, what happened to Gundogan? Apparently, he was limping up when he came off for training.
I think he'll be fine. I heard it's nothing serious. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard it was from some comments. People were just saying dead leg.
Yeah,
I think he walked off fine. He walked down the tunnel perfectly.
Yeah.
So then hopefully that gives us more of a chance because I just conceded defeat already.
Yeah. or
That
just
surprises me though, man. I thought you guys were going with like fire in your bellies. I thought we're the ones that probably have more of a right to be nervous.
Yeah,
than
but
you.
it's a final. Form goes out the window. To be honest,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand.
form goes out the window, and I'm nervous about penalties. To be honest, my 5 penalty takers would be probably Edison, Gundogan, Rodri. Who else? I think there's 2 more. I can't remember the other 2. Probably Bernardo, I think. And yeah, and Edison has to
The
score a
point, would he
penalty.
not take one?
I think if it goes to pens though, there's no way Aguero's not taking the 5th pen. Sure.
I don't know. If he's going to take a pen, you might as well just give yourself the trophy. I think he's going to miss. I'm still frustrated about that Panenka. I really, it's disrespectful. It really is.
City aren't great at pens though. They always change their penalty taker.
Come on, haven't you watched us the past few years? We're awful at pens.
Yeah, this season, like, I can't lie. Every time I've seen you take a penalty, you lot are missing it.
We've been better than most seasons, to be honest. Better than most seasons. Better than
This season, that's mad.
Slightly better. Not a huge amount better, but slightly better, to be honest. Slight improvement.
Yeah. I just think you guys, if you turn up, you're a force to be reckoned with, and I don't know whether we can actually like take that pressure for 90 minutes. But you know, and I know like you did say, and I totally like agree with you. Like it's not an arrogant thing that you said that we haven't actually played like your strongest 11.
I'm giving you like there's cons and pros. That you have the mental edge. You've beaten us twice, and you've got that confidence. However, you're not as clinical as us. You haven't played our best 11 and stuff like that, and best formation. So it's a bit of both, to be honest.
You know what? I still don't think we have the mental edge just because of that Leicester game we lost in the FA Cup final. I don't think
you got 2 wins over Pep.
But like them 2 wins, we're in the FA Cup semi-final and in the Premier League. We need a win to win a trophy. You know what I'm saying? And we couldn't do that against Leicester. So that's why I don't think we get the mental edge. But I still think we can win though.
Fair enough.
But just before we get into the goodbyes, I'd just like to say to Abdullah and all the other City fans, may the best team win. Good luck.
Yeah,
and
good luck, guys.
Yeah, big up all you guys.
If you aren't lucky enough to be in Portugal yourselves, don't forget if you want to, Chelsea Fan TV will be doing a watch along, and then Loz and myself will also be doing a tier list and a review after the game, whether we win or lose. So come watch us cry with laughter. Come and enjoy it. Let's have a good day tomorrow.
No, there's no going to be banter. I don't like pissing off people and winding up people when there's losses. I know it's annoying for me, so I don't like doing the same to others. But yeah.
Yeah, fair. But I think this might actually finally be a good Champions League final.
I've just got 2 questions to ask you. Are we bigger than Tottenham City? Bigger than Tottenham?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we win
Leatherhead Town are bigger than
100%.
And if we beat if we win the Champions League, are we bigger than Arsenal?
Of course.
Yeah. You're already bigger than them.
I don't know. The Arsenal won the cup in 1792 or something like that. And they normally try.
That's a cup in the
Can I ask a question to the Man City fan? If you man don't win a Champions League, would Pep Guardiola's time at Man City be a failure?
No.
Why not? Because ultimately, he should have won a Champions League. That's what Man City bought him for.
That's the media and that's the rivals. If you've watched his previous press conferences, the club back him 100%. They would have sacked him last season, but the club back him 100%. They don't turn his back. Any support he needs. When his mother passed away, the Sheikh called him. The board members called him, checked up on him, told him to take it easy. So he has basically his best mates there because the board are basically the Barcelona board from previous years. Yeah. And his fellow teammates. So he loves it here. I hope he stays 10 years. But to be honest, if he stays here at the end of his contract, which he will, because he always sees out his contract, then that's good enough for me. And to be honest, I kind of see the stars align for Ten Hag to come in because same philosophy and similar. He's worked under the same board as well, so it's not going to be much of a change of a style of play. That's my preferable option.
Fair enough.
All right, fair enough. But big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys aren't. And we will be back for the Champions League final. Big day tomorrow. Big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Guys, we are out. Take care. Like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chels.